Good afternoon, everyone. For today's program, you may download the program on your phones by scanning the QR codes from our screens. There is a screen by the Supreme Court entrance and one right here by the graduates. That means it's time. Good afternoon and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Judiciary Summer Pre-Law Program 2022 here at the Lima Justicia, Lima de Libre House of Justice. I am Sonia Camacho, the Director of Courts for the Judiciary, and I am your MC for today. The ceremony will begin, and I ask the panel and everyone before us to please prepare as we go forward. Please note that the ceremony is being broadcast live on Facebook by the Northern Mariana Islands Judiciary. Before we begin, we ask that you silence your electronic devices and keep conversations to a minimum. Thank you for your cooperation. Initiated since 1991, about 31 years ago, the Judiciary Summer Pre-Law Program provides participants with an opportunity to experience first-year law school courses taught by seasoned law professors. It includes 2 substantive law school subjects, legal writing and analysis and property law, and culminates with a moot court component, an appellate oral argument in this CNMI Supreme Court. In addition, the program offers a law school admission test, LSAT, preparation workshop, and guidance in law school admission applications. We are proud to celebrate our 19 students today who completed the program and become its 9th group of graduates. Let's give them a round of applause. are extremely honored to have the presence of the graduates' families with us today. Thank you for taking time out of your schedules to come and celebrate our families. We also highlight the presence of our community leaders and program supporters, Governor Ralph De Leon Guerrero Torres and First Lady Diane T. Torres. House Speaker Edmund S. Gomez. Dr. Bobby J. A. Cruz, Chair of the Board of Directors for the Northern Marianas Council. Attorney Gretchen Smith, Vice Chair of the Board of Directors for the Northern Marianas Council. Attorney Mike White, Member of the Board of Directors for the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. Mr. Leo Pedrino, Executive Director of the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. Ms. Bernadita V. De La Cruz, Trustee of the Northern Marianas Judiciary Historical Society. NMI Bar President Jeremy Hudson and members of the bar, some of whom mentored the pre-law students since the program began. Present on stage with us are the Supreme Court Chief Justice Alexandro C. Castro, Justice John A. Magnolia, and Justice Eric Pinos. From the Superior Court are Associate Judge Kenneth L. Devendo, Associate Judge Joseph N. Camacho, and Associate Judge Teresa K. Kim Tenorio. And from the United States District Court for the NMI are Chief Judge Ramona V. Magnolia and Magistrate Judge of Criminal Court Kennedy Megan. Also with us on stage are Interim Dean Rose Prizan Lazor and Professor Anhi Khan. Thank you all for being with us today. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I call on the Honorable Alexandro C. Castro, our Chief Justice, to deliver his opening remarks.
I get nervous when I just keep still, when I move around. Buenas, Governor, First Lady, so Lieutenant Governor here, everybody from the Senate. I was told they're now having a session. Speaker Villagomez, and members of the House. Chief Justice Mandaloni and Justice Magistrate Kennedy, learned colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, undang ko na si Jesus Masi everybody for joining the Capua Judiciary this morning in celebrating the graduates of the Judiciary Summer Pre-O program. The students here right in front of me have worked hard over the past few weeks in the study of law. Many of them have also been attending the LSAT workshops as part of the program since April of last year. As Sonia indicated earlier, this is the 9th time that the Judiciary has conducted this program. The first program occurred back in 1991. That's 31 years ago today, if my math is still correct. And it came about because there was, and there still is, a need for legal services on the island of Saipan, Rhoda, and Tinian. We can confidently say that this program has been a huge success. If you look at the program, you will see a list of the graduates since 1991. who went on to law school came back, some of which are now on the bench. We on the bench are definitely getting younger. Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I think getting older. Our joints need WD-40 already every morning. So we look forward for our replacements. I would not be surprised if one of these graduates today would be the Chief Justice, the Justices, Presiding Judge, Associate Judges in the years to come. And this year is really a blessing. You see, every time, every year, we conduct this program. We cannot go to Rota and bring the professors. We have to go all the way to the U.S. mainland and bring a minimum of 2 professors. And this year, we are very fortunate to have both professors. I call them, both professors are Commonwealth locals. Don't try to look what Commonwealth locals mean in Webster's dictionary. This morning I used Google, and even Google cannot find it. It's still on its way to the dictionary because I made it up. So Commonwealth locals to me are those that are neither Carolinians nor revolvers, nor Chamorros. By blood, but in their heart, they care about the direction that this Commonwealth is heading into the uncharted waters of tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dean Villasor of Rutgers Law School and Professor Hahn of Georgetown University Law Center. Give them a big round of applause. And I didn't tell any of them that now I am nothing but a surprise because I'm going to respectfully ask Professor Villasor to please come up and say a few words.
Thank you very much, Chief Justice Castro. Good afternoon, everybody. I am so happy to be here in front of you, students of this program. I'm grateful to all the organizers, the sponsors, and everyone who made this program possible, from the justices and the judges, to the members of the bar, to the staff who worked tirelessly to make sure that everybody had everything that they needed, whether it's a pen or a pencil in the classroom, to to the technology working here today. Thank you, everybody, for all your support for this important program. This is the 3rd time I'm teaching in the summer pre-law program. I started in 2010 and then came back 4 years later in 2014. And we were supposed to have another program in 2018, maybe 2019, but well, you know what happened in 2020. And so I am happy to come back 8 years later to help put together a strong program that was made possible by all of you. And I'm really happy to share that I've had students in the program, some of whom are here, who are now back inside NAN, working in the service of the Commonwealth. So as I was talking to Governor Torres earlier, I commented that the CNMI is going to lose a few students the next few years because they're going to law school. And smartly he said, we're actually gaining more lawyers. They'll just be gone for a few years, but then they'll soon come back. And that's exactly right. And so I'm just here to say thank you to the students. You have been so impressive. You worked really hard. You're intellectually curious, deeply engaged in the study of law. As you know from our class, the goal was to study what the law is. But as I've shared many times, it's not so much what the law is, but what the law should be. Your goal is to look at what the law is, and then figure out whether that ought to be the law going forward. That's your job. And when you go to law school, you need to continue sharing your diverse opinions as people from the CNMI in order to enhance the conversations in the classroom. That's additional job that you have. So that when you come back here, you know that you've expanded other people's perspectives about where you come from and your commitment to the Commonwealth. And so I just leave you with 3 quotes from one of my favorite Supreme Court justices, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She had taught at Rutgers Law School, where I currently am the dean. She was there from 1963 to 1972. And here are 3 quotes that I leave you with. And I hope that you'll remember them as you think about going to law school and when you're in law school. First, you can disagree without being disagreeable. Right? We've talked in class about how your reputation is key and how you treat others will always be remembered by not only your clients, but members of the bar and the judges for whom you go before. So second, fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. Make sure that they follow you, follow where you are, your arguments, and do so with conviction, with passion. Last, real change, any change, happens one step at a time. So change is incremental. Your job is to figure out how change should take place here at the Commonwealth, if at all. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Yazor. Now I call upon Professor Ahmed.
Congratulations. Thank you to everyone who's made this program possible. I really want to focus on the students in just these quick remarks. So again, to the students, congratulations. You've accomplished a lot over the past 2 weeks and a few days. And in my class alone, you worked on full formal memo and an appellate brief. That's the work of 2 semesters in the first year of law school. And you gained those skills already. You've done master play. At graduations, I think it's a tradition that we all know about to highlight just a few students. And in my remarks today, I ask you to indulge me in naming each student, because each of you has made such wonderful contributions to the program and to this endeavor. So, Selena, Victoria, Peter, Ardell, Zeno, Lillian, Olivia, and Charlie, thank you for your active engagement, your intellectual curiosity, your constant questions. We talked about having a hot bench. You were the hottest bench, and it was a wonderful experience to see all of the curiosity you bring towards the law, towards legal issues, and to know that you were so engaged and interested in this endeavor. Daniel, Josie, Gwen, Dayon, Michael, Brianna, Lisa, and Becky, thank you for your hard work and dedication. Every day you showed up, you were always ready to answer questions, to take notes, to really be engaged in the conversations, to pay attention. You did everything you could to make sure you were getting the most out of this experience, and it was wonderful to see. Migyana and Emma, thank you for your attention and your to analytical details and to catching me and your colleagues when we needed to be caught on specific details or on specific questions. I don't think I'll ever forget that comment about butter versus peanut butter. I've seen your work in class and your writing with strong analytical skills, attention to detail, and professionalism that are the hallmark of great lawyers. I've seen you in your interactions with each other, the collegiality and support for each other that you've shown. I've seen you give grace to each other even when you've disagreed. I've seen how truly you care for each other, and these are the hallmarks of excellent lawyers. So thank you for showing me what you're capable of. I'm going to cry now, but that's okay. The CNMI is my heart's home, and it's wonderful to know that it's in good hands.
Thank you, Dean Villazor, Professor Hahn, and our Chief Justice. In addition to being taught valuable insights from Dean Villazor and Professor Hahn, each participant was paired with a mentor who provided guidance during the program. It is desired that the mentor-mentee relationship continues during the law school application process and well after admissions. The Judiciary extends its sincerest gratitude to Dean Villazor, Professor Hahn, and the mentors for their valuable contribution. They are all part of program success. We will now begin with the presentation of certificates. As each name is called, the graduate will walk up to the stage to receive their certificate. Graduates, please pause upon reaching the Chief Justice for your photo with your group on stage. Selena Roberto Lovato. And Selena's mentor is Special Assistant to the Presiding Judge, Michelle Vasquez. Victoria Simone Mellis. Victoria's mentor is Supreme Court author Keith Patola. Daniel Isaac A. Brown. And Daniel's mentor is Assistant Public Defender Tyler Scott. Peter Paul H. Camacho. His mentor is Attorney Francis T. Delphi. Ardell R. Scholler. Ardell's mentor is hearing officer and attorney Jackie Nicholas. Zeno Camacho de Leon Guerrero Jr. His mentor is attorney Joaquin de Leon Guerrero Torres. Josephine M. Estrada. Her mentor is Chief Solicitor J. Robert Glass. Mikiani and Evangelist Science. His mentor is Assistant Attorney General Hunter Hunt. Lalaine Kasuzai Yao. Her mentor is Superior Court Law Clerk Tina Mo. Our next graduate is Olivia Yuri T. Kirsch. She is unable to be Attorney Nicole M. Torres Ripple, and if Attorney Nicole may come up and accept the certificate on behalf of your graduate student. Daniel Cobb. And his mentor is Assistant Attorney General Stephen Hansen. Brianna Conception Hunter. Her mentor is Supreme Court Law Clerk Mary Novakoli. Rena Gwendolyn Titano Equal. Her mentor is Attorney Matthew Gregory. Michael Emil A. Johnson. His mentor is Attorney Jose P. Montes Jr. Iglo T. Masayos. His mentor is Superior Court Law Clerk Relani B. Oldmore. Lisa Fair. Her mentor is Attorney Matthew J. Hawley. Our next graduate is Charlie Alaya Rivera. He is also unable to join us, but is a graduate today, and we congratulate Charlie. His mentor attorney is unable to join us today. I would like to ask our Bar President, Charity Hudson, if she can accept the certificate on Charlie's behalf. Emma Ray Timmons. Jamie T. Aldana. Rebecca C. White. And her mentor is attorney Michael White. Congratulations to everyone. And now please be seated, Your Honors, for remarks from our student speaker, Ms. Elaine Young.
Good afternoon, Your Honors, families, friends, loved ones, our professors, and the participants of the 2022 CNMI Summer Pre-Law Program. Our class would like to thank Benjamin Schwartz for coordinating this stellar program. Thank you to the law clerks, Mary and Sarah, for spending their Saturday mornings with us on LSAT preparations. Thank you to our mentors who have helped us through our assignments and have given us real-world advice on a career in law. Thank you to the Judiciary and the Northern Marianas Humanities Council for their support. And finally, thank you to our professors, Professor Khan and Professor Villazor, for your time, attention, answering our numerous questions. Thank you for the time you spent with us these past 2 weeks. Truly, thank you. These 2.5 weeks have been challenging, but it also allows us to rise to the occasion. Sometimes that meant staying up past midnight, losing sleep to brief our cases for property law, or buying coffee the next morning to power us through. Other times it meant rewriting 3rd, 4th, sometimes 5th, and 6th draft memos and briefs for legal writing. Truly, these have been some of the most rigorous schedules we have experienced. In fact, one of my colleagues shared, and I quote, "While I despise accounting, I was ready to switch majors to accounting after the first week." In all seriousness, this program demanded our time, our attention, our full efforts. And in every one of those classes, I have seen my colleagues actively participate in discussion, engage in deep analytical thought, and push on towards completing what this program had asked of us. We did that and more. For all of us, the Summer Pre-Law Program was a means to affirm whether a career in law was in the future for us. As your colleague and friend, I say undoubtedly, 100% yes. All of us in this group have had to balance life with work, school, family, personal life, among other things, on top of being in this program. And yet, you all showed up to class, ready to learn, ready to participate. Shouts out to you. I have seen you pour your hearts and souls to our new briefs, slaving over every last detail, fact, case law. Today, I have seen you deliver stellar arguments and attack the justices' questions full on with confidence. You are definitely capable of pursuing a career in law and so much more. And I hope to address you all as counsels, or even your honors, one day in the near future. My colleagues, thank you for the riveting discussions. to CREA, CRAC, IRAC, to trespassing and dog food. Whether a shell and a mollusk constitute an animal, it truly has been a fun and rewarding experience with all of you. And I am honored and blessed that I got to share it with you. So my fellow colleagues of the CNMI Summer Pre-Law Program, thank you. That's a wrap. Not a sandwich. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. And if the graduates can just please stand up, let's give them a nice round of applause. Please welcome the coordinator for the Judiciary Summer Pre-Law Program 2022, Supreme Court Law Clerk Benjamin Schwartz, for the presentation of gifts.
These certificates are presented to Dean Rose Guizon Villasor and Professor An-Hee Han for their exemplary contributions as professors in the Judiciary Summer Pre-Law Program 2022. The program introduced students to law school and the legal profession, providing them with the skills required to succeed in law school, and inspired them by providing mentoring, intensive classes, and a moot court components. The Judiciary extends its appreciation to Dean Guizon Villasor and Professor Han for extending their expertise and knowledge to the students and the people of the Commonwealth, given this 12th day of July, 2022.
And in gratitude for all that you have done for the advancement of justice, our Supreme Court seals. Let's give them another hand. Please, just a couple more minutes of your time. I'd like to call up Mr. Jim Stoll, Executive Director of our Historical Society.
It is my pleasure and honor to be able to thank the people who provided the financial backing of this enterprise. This is my third event with the pre-law program. It's by far the largest, and the budget is by far the largest that we managed to get on. I'd like to thank our sponsors. If a representative of your company is here, please stand up. Number one on the list should be Franny Hillelon, and she's the lady that did all the collections. The U.S. District Court for the Northern Mariana Islands made a contribution. CNMI Bar Association made one also. The Northern Marianas Humanity Council provided us with a $5,000 grant, which we were very appreciative. Support was wide in the community and not just centered around law firms. Bridge Capital provided money, Gilco Pacific, Fisher Husband, Long Reef Hotel, Jet Holding Company, Joten Gaidai Foundation, Joten Gaidai Foundation, King Law Office, Law News, Law School Admission Council, Magic 123 Radio, Mariana's Legal Strategy Group, Pacific Insurance Underwriters, Power 99 Radio Station, Robert T. Torres Law Group, Rotary Club of Saipan, Saipan Shipping Company, Saipan Stevedore Company. As you can tell, we're getting close to the end of the alphabet. This is a lot of people that we were able to provide and get money from so that we could have this operation. As you can imagine, expenses are going up every year we do. Saipan Stevedore Company, Penn Sullivan Foundation, Triple J Enterprises, United Airlines, and Westlaw. Great group of people that came through with a very big contribution this year, and we appreciate it very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. This concludes our ceremony, and we'd like to thank you all who attended in person and through our online platform. Graduates and family members, and everyone here, please join us at the Assembly Hall for some refreshments. Thank you. The Governor and the First Lady, our executive, our Humanities Council members, and our Speaker of the House and the students to please just form a group up front so we can take a group photo.